Uganda.
Welcome back, and for more on today's discussion, we're delighted to be joined over the telephone by Her Excellency Ambassador Sou'ad Shalaby, the former assistant to the Foreign Minister. It's a very good evening to you, Madam Ambassador.
Good evening.
Thank you so much for your time, Madam Ambassador. Let me start by asking you about Egyptian-Ugandan ties and relationship that has witnessed remarkable development in recent times, reflecting close ties and interests that bind the two countries. How do you see today's visit of the Ugandan President to Egypt, ma'am?
This presidential visit comes in a very timely important timing in the lifetime of the River Nile, because
Yes.
Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni arrived today after less than a week when Minister Abdel-Ati was visiting Uganda.
Yes.
This means that there is a very good reason for him to come, so that he would strengthen the Ugandan-Egypt relations and to advance regional cooperation on the Nile Basin.
Mm-hmm.
That means that Egypt and Uganda are on top of the agenda of the Nile Basin countries.
Yes.
That means that they are ready to commit to high-level discussions on how best to utilize the Nile without jeopardizing its existence. When Dr. Abdel-Ati was in Entebbe last week, he discussed the great threats to the Nile, whether it is geopolitical disputes or environmental degradation or underdevelopment in the upstream countries. That is the main reason or the main focus of
Yes.
the discussions that will take place between President Museveni and President Sisi today.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. Madam Ambassador, you touched a very important issue of that of the Nile River, which of course, as was said today in the press conference between President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi and President Museveni, that the Nile River is the lifeline of the two countries, and the two leaders agreed on the optimal interaction amongst Nile Basin countries and the need to enhance efforts to, of course, achieve mutual benefits. And President el-Sisi spoke about taking into account the interests of all and doing no harm. The President of Uganda as well said, without preserving the environment of the Nile Basin, we will all have nothing to share. How do you see the unification of the stance related to this issue, Madam Ambassador?
Yes, you are right. This is a very good commitment from both countries.
Yes.
In order to save the Nile from any challenges or any problems that are facing, and especially when we speak about the water security, we are speaking about all the countries who are sharing the Nile, and they have to avoid conflict and ensure equitable benefit sharing for all of them. That is why there is the two presidents in their meeting. They have produced a renewed commitment to joint projects to deepen security cooperation and to reinforce the principle that the Nile should be a source of unity and prosperity for all who depend on it. All countries who depend on the Nile should adhere to this commitment and this initiative that is on the table from both presidents.
Indeed. Now, Madam Ambassador, in today's discussions, they also discussed ways to activate economic cooperation as well as increase the volume of trade exchange between the two countries, and spoke about expediting a process of forming a joint business council to encourage more visits between the business communities of each of the countries. How important do you see trade ties between the two nations?
The two countries have also discussed a lot of cooperation in different fields, especially in medical fields and in the capacity building. And also there has been a joint Egyptian-Ugandan Business Council that accompanied the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Yes.
And this has this business council was there to boost investment in sectors like construction, energy, pharmaceuticals. So the focus was the potential of joint projects through financing mechanism. There has been also a financing mechanism that has been established by Egypt.
Yes, Madam Ambassador. And of course, today also witnessed the signing of several memoranda of understanding in different areas like technical cooperation, agriculture and food cooperation, as well as mutual visa exemption for holders of official passports and diplomats. And these agreements further show the importance of cooperation and collaboration between Egypt and Uganda. Now, technical cooperation, the Ugandan president said they hope to benefit from Egyptian expertise in different fields as well. How do you see the swapping and exchange of expertise between Egypt and Uganda to the benefit of the two countries?
Yes, of course, the two countries have already been, for a long period, they had been engaged in many cooperation, whether it is water resource management or climate resilience or infrastructure. So there has been also talk about electricity and how to provide more electricity and to face primitive agriculture and to face environmental degradation. And
Yes.
as I said, there has been an initiative by the Egyptian president in order to encourage the Nile Basin countries to do joint projects, and this financial mechanism is established to support development. So Egypt is helping the African countries who are members of the Nile Basin countries,
Yes,
to do projects that will help development of this long-term development of these countries.
yes, indeed. Right, I'm going to have to end it here. Your Excellency, Ambassador Sou'ad Shalaby, former assistant to the Foreign Minister, thank you very much, ma'am, for all your time and your insights and joining us this afternoon on Cairo Local Time. With that, we wrap up today's episode of the show. We do hope you have enjoyed it and you were in the company of myself, Angie Meher. Thank you for watching.